You know how you can talk about the same thing with your bestie a million times and still find new things to say?
Or how sometimes all you need is a voice note from your bestie?
Welcome to the Normal Mini Mess,
where we deliver a little normal mess from a previous episode.
It's the Normal Mini Mess.
Nailed it. So I hate the term executive presence. I hate it.
Say more.
I think that it is sexist AF.
Okay.
I think that it is predicated on an antiquated and primarily masculine or male idea of what it looks like to be a professional. It is nebulous. It doesn't mean anything. It might mean confident. It might mean competent. It might mean neither of those two things, but it comes down more often to how you present, the je ne sais quoi of like how you present yourself as a professional person. And executive presence on the whole, when there have been studies done that show that when women are given feedback surrounding this, it is negative feedback. Where men have it, women don't. Women need to be coached on how to have executive presence, and men don't. What does that tell you? That tells you that it's not a skill, it's a body part, it's anatomy. I hate the concept of executive presence because it allows for fundamentally A, flawed, and B, sexist perceptions of what it looks like to exist as a professional person. And so when we...
And I think there's a racial element to it too.
100%. 100%. That is exactly right. And obviously, for anyone who's watching this, neither one of us are people of color, okay? We are both white women. We acknowledge the space that we occupy, the limitations of our ability to speak intelligently about another person's experience because of the privilege that necessarily comes with what we look like in the space that we occupy. Whenever there is a category of a category or a prerequisite or a standard that is nebulous, that allows for sexist and racist and classist elimination and
exclusion.
And exclusion. And so an executive presence is exactly that. You know, I've talked about this at previous women's events. Like if it ever feels like we can't fit in or we're not doing it right, it's because the system was necessarily and was created without us in mind.
Yeah.
Like
so
that's
true.
just the reality of it. So executive, if an executive looks like a middle-aged white man who moves through the world with the experience and the confidence attendant to that privileged position, I'm never going to have that. And so to loop us, to kind of connect like why I wanted to talk about that with regard to this topic, it's because if the idea of an executive, if you think about an executive as like a cutout, did you ever have like paper dolls growing up?
Mm-hmm, totally.
Okay, so like a paper doll. If the shape of that paper doll is a man's shape with square shoulders, wearing a suit, okay, that man might be an executive and he might have it all because at home he probably has a stay-at-home wife who is making the house run and taking care of the kids and everything else. So he might move through the world in his paper doll shape, looking and acting the way that he does because of the way that he looks and because of the system that has been set up to advance him. If we are not allowed to bring what our paper dolls look like, my paper doll is a mom who swears sometimes, loves pink, is very funny. See what I did there? It's just like part of the package is that I'm very funny. Right. If I'm not allowed to bring what that paper doll looks like to work because it doesn't comport with this outline of this executive, where the outline is a male and with square shoulders and a suit, then I'm trying to shove myself into a frame that doesn't exist for me, was never built for me, doesn't look like me, doesn't sound or act or feel like me. And in the process of that, I'm harming the other parts of myself that deserve to be at that table too.
Mic drop.
That's my gripe.
I love
That's my gripe.
I can mic drop at the end of your gripe completely. I wasn't planning on going here, but it fits so perfectly. I have to say it. We recently hosted a women's event in New York several weeks ago, and one of our panelists so brilliantly said that one of the best pieces of advice she ever got was fill the role, not the shoes. Show up to do the job. Don't show up to fit in the shoes of the person who previously did it. Who so often is that cutout of the male.
Yeah.
It has stuck with me so powerfully since she said that. And when I stepped into my job almost a year and a half ago, I wish somebody had said that to me. Because I felt very weird taking the position that I have, being one of only a few women in the country, let alone a millennial woman, mom, who has this job. It's so true. It's really powerful. I have that same gripe. I have that same gripe about the term executive presence. It's not fair. Let's all cut it from our vocabulary. At the same time, I do feel like there is a line and I'm not saying you have to show your executive presence, but you do need to be a professional that shows up prepared,
right,
and well-spoken and thoughtful
and
respectful and kind and all these things.
Thanks for joining us for the Normal Mini Mess. If this conversation resonated with you and your mess, tell a friend or, 500.
If you'd like the full conversation, you can find the complete episode wherever you listen to podcasts. Find us on Instagram and TikTok at thenormalmess or email us at thenormalmess@gmail.com. We'll see you next time.